and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shannon Lee. Today I am back with another episode of the Great British Bake Off Bake Along Challenge, and I am here with my friend Andrea again and her dog Belle, which she's so cute. Hello. And today we are going to be baking some brownies. On my channel, I'm going to be doing some vegan brownies, and on Andrea's, we're going to be doing another recipe.
Yeah, we're going to be doing dark chocolate fudgy brownies with brown butter chocolate chip cookie base.
Sounds really good. So yeah, we're gonna split this video into two parts. Obviously my recipe is gonna be on my channel, and the other recipe is going to be on Andrea's new channel. Ooh. So we're gonna get that all set up. I will have everything linked down below, including the recipes that we are following, and we will let you guys know what kind of modifications we do along the way. For my recipe today, I have already pre-measured all of my ingredients because obviously I'm at Andrea's apartment today. So I already measured all that, so it's gonna go a little bit faster than my normal videos. Unlike the bakers in the show, we're not gonna be going crazy with any weird recipes and trying new things. We're just gonna make a classic brownie, something that Paul would actually approve of, you know, unlike everything that happened in the show. I mean,
which was a mess.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Very,
terrible.
very bad. Like
I think Paul's brownies would have been better for them.
Yeah, and like I understand Paul's frustration with them. Like if you can't make a basic brownie, especially for being on the show and making it this far into the challenge, like their show and like the challenge, like you don't know. I don't know how any of them made it this far. But
I don't know. It was bad.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, they all ventured into a new world and they messed it up, and that was not good.
Yeah, it was not a good thing.
Let's just stick to things we know how to make in this case.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put a poll up in the cards either on this side or this side. I don't remember. I'm still figuring out which side I can put the cards. But I'm gonna put a poll up here. Let us know, are you guys more of a fudgy brownie kind of person or a cakey brownie?
Like, or just brownie for the wins.
I know. Andrea's more like fudgy. I like them a little more cakey. My boyfriend likes them fudgy. Her boyfriend likes them cakey. I mean, we're kind of split over here. Belle doesn't seem to have a preference. I mean, I'm pretty sure she'll eat anything, but we're not gonna give her chocolate because
true. She does like ice cream.
Don't forget to check back on my channel this Wednesday. I am actually going to be giving you guys a bonus episode for Chocolate Week. I know I said I was gonna do that last week for Bread Week, but I decided I didn't want to make a soda bread. I just had no motivation for it. And I actually already made a chocolate babka, so that's what you guys are gonna see me make on Wednesday. So come back then for a bonus episode. Don't forget to hit that like button. That lets me know what kind of content you want to see on my channel. And you should subscribe to my channel and Andrea's new channel. Again, I'm gonna have everything linked down below along with our Instagram handles, recipes that we're following, and everything. When you subscribe to both of us, make sure to turn on that notification bell. That lets you know anytime that we are posting new videos, so you never miss any of our fun content.
Or reels.
Let's get into the video. So we are both kind of working on our recipes, but I'm gonna get started with mine first. Andrea's working on measuring out all of her ingredients, so we will get over to her video soon with her stuff. But first, the recipe I am following is from the blog Nora Cooks. This is a vegan brownie. It is just a basic brownie, nothing special about it. The only thing that I did different was I'm going to be adding in an extra tablespoon of orange extract and some fresh orange zest. So like I said, I already did all this ahead of time, so we're just gonna be mixing everything together and baking it. So the first thing the recipe says is to make a flax egg. So you just use 4 tablespoons of ground flaxseed and half a cup of water. You just mix that all together and you let it sit for like 10-15 minutes. At this point, mine has been sitting probably for like a half an hour to an hour because, like I said, I did this earlier. You probably can't tell, but this is like super gelatinous. It's kind of gross looking and doesn't smell great either.
I'm curious about this.
Yeah. It's basically just something to help build up some gluten so that everything sticks together. It's obviously a replacement for egg, and I've used it before in baking. It's great, works just fine. So we're gonna pour that in there. Okay. Andrea is going to preheat the oven for me. I need it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
which for my oven is around 360 or 370 because it doesn't heat up properly.
You know this because we bought an oven thermometer for it. She has one in hers, I have one in mine. They are absolutely amazing. Definitely something that you need to have. We are going to add in 1 cup of vegan butter, which I have already melted. To this wet mixture, we're gonna add in our sugars. I am adding in 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of light brown sugar, and I have 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of orange extract, and 1 orange zest. This is what my mixture looks like. As you can tell, it's super goopy, I guess, is the way I would describe it. That is mainly because of the flax egg. The flax egg kind of creates this weird gelatinous consistency, which is supposed to help everything stick together. Over this bowl, we are going to add in our dry ingredients. To my wet, gelatinous, disgusting consistency mixture. Oh my gosh, that is actually kind of gross. I'm supposed to sift in all of my dry ingredients, but I really don't care about that. I mean, it's really just to help make sure you don't get some weird lumps, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna go for it. So I'm gonna add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. The recipe says not to overmix your batter, but I'm pretty sure I just did that because that's just what I do. Here is what it looks like. That is my batter. It's a lot thicker than a normal batter. It took a little extra mixing just because the flax egg got very gelatinous and it didn't want to mix in any of the dry. So it took me a little extra to mix it, but I got it. At this point, we are going to add in 1 cup of non-dairy chocolate chips. I got these from my local Kroger, Smith's. It's the same store, owned by the same people. And I found one that is allergen friendly. It is actually vegan certified. So I'm just gonna add in 1 cup of these chocolate chips. We're just gonna fold them in. You can also add in some dark chocolate or nuts or pretty much whatever you wanna add in at this point. But I'm just gonna stick to the basic recipe and do that. I have already pre-lined my baking pan, dish, whatever you want to call this. And so I put parchment on the bottom of my pan only, and I also put some longer strips beneath that. So as you can see right here and here, it goes underneath that piece and another one this way. This way it'll help me be able to lift my brownies out later because I always have an issue with brownies sticking to my pan. And this is my mixture. Ooh. It's very thick actually. It's not just kind of thick, it is. I'm just gonna spoon it in here, smooth it out a little bit. The recipe says you can take some more chocolate chips and sprinkle them on top, but I just ran out, so we're not gonna do that. It's fine, I'm not worried about it. We have a lot of chocolate chips in here. There's a lot going on. We're gonna pour this in now.
It does smell orangey. Honestly, if you don't believe it, it does smell orangey.
This is my dish after I have added in the batter and smoothed out the top a little bit so it looks a little prettier when it bakes. I can already tell this is gonna be super fudgy, so I'm hoping I actually like it, but I mean, last time I made something like this, it was really, really good. So we're gonna add this to the oven at 350 degrees, and I think we're gonna bake this for like 30 minutes. If I'm wrong, I will definitely put up like a little correction here on the screen. I'm baking the brownies at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 to 40 minutes. I'm probably gonna lean more towards the 40 minutes because I know the oven, even though we have it set at 360, it's not exactly at 350. So I'm gonna probably let them go a little bit longer. But the recipe here does state that the brownies might still be bubbling and may not look like they're done, but they're gonna firm up a lot more as they cool down. This recipe is for a more fudgy brownie, not a cakey one, which is perfectly fine because I don't know if you guys saw on my Instagram, last time I made brownies, it was a couple weeks ago, and I made a vegan brownie with like a pumpkin swirl design on top, and those were super fudgy, but I actually really enjoyed them. And for me, they worked out perfectly fine, and I'm feeling these are gonna be just as amazing. The recipe says that once they are done baking, I'm gonna take them out of the oven, allow them to cool in the pan for at least 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna use the parchment paper to pull them out and let them cool again for another 15-30 minutes on like a wire rack or just sitting on the counter before we start slicing them. According to Nora Cooks, the brownies are actually better if served the next day. So I have about 6-ish minutes left on my brownies. They are over there. They're looking pretty fudgy, very bubbly. They look really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go for more of the 40 minutes. So I just set my timer and let's wait.